Now, gentlemen, you're progressive men of the world. What do you foresee being the next big thing within the next 12 months within the industry?
Well, I think LTE is going to be one of the bigger movers in the country, but also I think probably a couple of the new devices that are coming out with BlackBerry and iPhone. So, yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting 12 months.
Look, I think that there's going to be more and more activity. We've been really focused on trying to build the ecosystem. I think events like tonight really prove that we're starting to get some great traction. So, looking forward to seeing some more successes here locally in Melbourne and also Australia more broadly.
Well, in Australia, I think the whole digital wallet thing's going to become quite huge here. I really see that's starting to take off in the US. I think it's about time Australia took that on as well, and especially with Android phones coming out with the whole Google Wallet, NFC, I really think our banks will take that on, and all of a sudden you'll be able to pay for things in the convenience stores, 7-Elevens and all that with your mobile phone.
But I think it's like more about transmedia, so mobile becomes a part of every advertisement. Mobile becomes a part of every online order. Mobile becomes a part of every transaction. I think that's ultimately the way it will go, and it's the only device that everyone will always have it. Not everyone has an iPad, not everyone has a laptop, but everyone has a mobile phone.
So, we're future casting, Bob. Work with me here. 12 months' time, what innovations are going to be rocking the world?
Augmentation, as in, you just be able to scan around a room and say, oh, that's so-and-so. There's Dave sitting there. Sorry, your name again?
Well, I'll use your phone. Come on. What do you think is going to be the next big thing in mobile phones within the next 12 months?
What do I think? Well, I'd like it to be something fashion related, but that's just because I'm a girl and, I like to shop. So whether or not that actually happens, I'm not sure. Probably going to be more so the social media side of it, I'm guessing, if I was going to try and pin it on anything.
Let's just imagine it's 12 months' time.
Yeah.
What's the next big thing in the mobile industry, apart from your app?
Yeah, definitely near field. A bit of NFC will look very nice if Australia lets it in. Definitely like to see a bit more reward system, stuff like that will be very big with that near field technology. I'm looking forward to seeing a bit of Google Wallet in everyone's phone. I don't really like credit cards. I don't know about you, Danny, but they're pain.
Mine doesn't like me.
I think Apple will probably continue their market dominance. I think Android will still be pretty predominant. And I also think, as David just mentioned, the technology for the carriers, especially for Optus, for ourselves, is going to be ubiquitous again and continue on to be grown out or built out. And technology will become faster and cheaper still. So I think it's a great time to be in the industry.
And what do you see being the next big thing within the next 12 months in the industry?
I'd say the mobile commerce space. There's a lot happening in that space, especially overseas, not so much in Australia, but more in developing countries where mobile money transfer payments are happening, and quite, but it's the replacement for cash in a more struggling economy, I guess, yeah.
Next big thing?
Near field, absolutely massive as well, but also recommendations, not strictly mobile, but we're getting a lot of content on the web nowadays with social media. It's almost information overload. So I guess just sort of another level of personalisation on top of that is very interesting.
In the next few months, I don't know, but in the next few years, I'd like to hope that Melbourne can be one of the big revolutions in the mobile industry, because there's a hell of a lot of talent that we've got here. Not to discount Sydney or other cities, but I just think that there's a really great ecosystem of venture capitalists, of entrepreneurs, of mobile developers here in Melbourne that can very much be exported around not just the rest of Australia, but also the whole of Southeast Asia. So hopefully Melbourne can be a topic of choice for the mobile development world in the near future, and I'm sure that Mobile Mondays are going to help that become the case.
From a BlackBerry perspective, we've got some really exciting announcements coming out in the early new year and mid-new year. We've got some new devices coming out. We've got some really exciting news around Playbook and multi-device management. So I think for us, that's pretty much where it's going to be.
I've spent a lot of time with Microsoft with the Windows Phone platform, and now with Nokia as well. There's some exciting stuff coming out of there. NFC, I think, is something that's yet to be really utilized in this market. That's going to be exciting. Also, it kind of got swept under the carpet with Google acquiring Motorola's, and the patents kind of was a little bit of a headline for a bit. But if you actually delve into that, Motorola has a significant amount of very, very exciting patents in mobile technology, very leading edge things, which will start to come to light in the next couple of years, and that will bring about a turn. Android will take a little bit of a backseat over the next couple of years, maybe 6 to 12 months in my opinion, versus the iPhone and the Windows platform. BlackBerry will have to come up with something exciting to sort of still have a seat at the table. I'm a BlackBerry user, but it's one of those things where Android they've done the right thing by going about this acquisition path, and you will see some very, very cool stuff coming out of there. Not at liberty to say what just yet.
For me, one of the things that I'm going to be focused on thinking of where I am tonight is who's going to be the organisation in Australia that's using AppCloud and winning an award next year, because that's certainly what we expect to see and that's what we want to see. So I'll be supporting companies that want to deliver really compelling applications on our platform and winning awards next year.
Well, I think the revolution is already underway, and that is connectivity, it's open systems, social media, changing the way that we live, we work, we communicate, and importantly, the way that we undertake our purchasing and the way that we undertake e-commerce.
Next year it'll be more around, can I just have a quick video call with my son while I'm here to see to it that he's competing well while I'm in the award ceremony? Can I just connect briefly with my mom to hear what she says about her plans, while all being here. So, it's being simple to the point of being simplistic. But the point is, you are present. And that's the theme for the future. We are all going to be present wherever we need to be.